body's not forgiven me for last night's scuffle.
You need me at the Vanguard? Say no more.
'Tis of dire import we unmask the false sovereign. To that end, we must travel to Vermin's eastern edge. I can guide you to the place, Arisen, or thereabouts.
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
Suppose I best earn my keep.
Haste makes waste, as they say.
I overheard some of the soldiers standing guard outside. This journey looks to be a long one. What say we make things easier on ourselves by seeking an ox cart services? Right you are.
Whatever am I to do?
Oi there, friend! Care to help a fellow out? All I ask is that you hear my request. What have you got to lose? My thanks, sir. As to the matter at hand, it concerns my ox cart business. I've been holding off service on account of all the monsters on the road, but now I feel prepared to start making trips to Melv again. Only trouble is, there are still monsters about, and I can't help but worry for the safety of the carts. That's where you come in. See, I've got a letter here from Lady Margit, the Watchhead's wife, to be delivered to one Sir Leonard in Melv. I'd like you to accompany the cart in my stead and see to it that the letter reaches its recipient. What say you, friend? Splendid! I knew I was right to put my faith in you. Now, the carts only depart at certain hours of the day, but I find that time flies when I take a seat at the station to wait. And mind you don't forget to pay your way before you board. That's standard practice, and I would advise against trying any funny business. Each cart travels with an escort of trained soldiers, see, in case it encounters any monsters out on the road. So anyone thinking of riding for free will have to take the issue up with them. But enough of my lecturing. Just make sure that letter gets to Sir Leonard, then come find me when the job's done. Oh, and I'll pay your fare this time, seeing as you're doing me a favour and all. Come find me when you've delivered that letter. I'll be waiting to hear from you.
We ought to see this to its destination. We're to see this letter to Sir Leonard and Melv. Shall we board the ox cart as directed, Master? Certainly, Master. I can take you to this individual. Lost track of time.
Might we consider boarding an ox cart? I don't know about you, but my legs are stiff as balls.
A most agreeable suggestion. Of course, the Arisen shall have the final say in the matter.
This ox cart's bound for Melv. I'll not take you anywhere till I've had my due.
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
No harm in picking a few.
You dare!
We have reached our destination. Mayhap we can employ a cart for our next journey.
How dare you!
Damn dragon! Hurry, everyone! Get yourselves to safety!
You go with them. I'll fell that thing myself. There you are. You will share my desolation and my hunger.
This village is my home. You cannot Moment of indecision may spell our doom. At last, it all becomes clear. The fire must be put out ere our comrade burns. The beast sits of fell substance. Avoid it at all costs. Be on your guard. Let us watch our foe carefully to determine our destruction. That's it! Now's our chance to strike! Strike fast and true, and our quarry shall fall!
Naturally, flashing out when attacked. More involved.
We can do better than that! Show yourself! 'Twas a lesson in determination. Somehow I knew you'd come. You have my gratitude as well, sir.
Ulrika, glad I am to see you unharmed. You must return to the village. Everyone is concerned for you.
Forgive me. I'd best go. But I shan't forget this. Thank you. Truly.
Wasn't sure we'd survive that, but here we are. My thanks for your efforts. A firm resolve has taken root in my heart since we met. I may be past my prime as a fighter, but I can still teach. And if anyone can master this technique, 'tis you. Go on, humor an old man. What can I do for you? Ah, a letter from Lady Margaret, you say? It is a fair way you've come, then. My thanks. She's a kindly sort, I must say. We met when I worked with her husband, Sir Gregor, on one occasion. Now she's taken to inquiring after my health at the turn of every season.
Time to get back to work.
Always sets me...
We're saved.
That wasn't the dragon, but a poor imitation of it. No wonder I feel Sigurd. You're the current Arisen, aren't you? Sigurd. You're the current Arisen, aren't you? 'Tis a style all my own. A patchwork of techniques, honed for the sole purpose of slaying the dragon.
to do? He really ought to have returned by now.
We're saved. I haven't the words to thank you. I doubt...
What am I to do? He really ought to have returned by now. Mayhap 'tis time I went looking for him. But that place puts my hairs on it.
Here at the inn, we also offer changes of vocation for those who seek it. I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage both roles myself. But enough about me. Did you need something? Always a pleasure.
There's naught I love more than a saucy.
Here at the inn, I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage both roles myself. But enough about me. Did you need something? Always a pleasure.
Lots to do. And precious little time.
I'd never leave this world.
What am I to do? He really ought to have returned by now. Mayhap 'tis time I went looking for him. That place puts my hairs on it. Yet if ought to befall him, I can live with this.
I've got the sharpest ears in town.
Oh, apologies, Master. My mind was 1,000 leagues away. Come to think of it. One of them myself had many a visitor. Rarely the same one.
What a bother.
What am I to do? He really ought to have returned by now. Mayhap 'tis time I went looking for him. It's past my hairs on it. Yet if aught were to befall him,
Here at the inn, I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage both roles myself. But enough about me.
Now we've the vim to tackle the day ahead.
Off we go then.
Feeling rested, I trust?
Here at the inn, we also offer changes of... I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage both roles myself. But enough of that. Me? Did you need something?
Always a pleasure.
A troubling rumor has reached my ears, and methinks I ought to share it. 'Tis said there is an illness fools can contract beyond the rift that inflicts unspeakable...
Fancy a look at my wares? Do come again.
To have returned by now.
There's a ladder here. We ought to put it to good use. Oof. My pack's grown rather heavy. Lessening our load will help to keep us light on our feet.
Fine. Out of the cart, all of you. This ox cart's bound for Burnworth. I'll not take you anywhere till I've had my due. We're setting out.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
Ah, you've returned. How did you fare on the journey to Melve? Splendid! You've been an immense help, I must say. The cart reached its destination safe and sound, and from the tell of it, you even rid the road of a few monsters. You've certainly earned a reward, my friend. Here you are.
Ox carts seem a convenient choice for longer journeys. I see no harm in making use of them as needed, Master.
You have my support.
What did you think of that story? 'Twas well told and all, but not particularly exciting, eh? I mean, it's the sort of thing you hear bandied about the tavern every other night, isn't it? I'd heard tell of a beggar doing well for himself, so I came out here to learn his ways. Haven't learned much, that's for sure. And by the look of it, he doesn't appear to be making much for his efforts, neither. So where's all his coin coming from, then? Makes a man wonder, it does.
Over here, if you please.
And should my story entertain you, even if it shouldn't, I would greatly appreciate a coin or two to soothe my throat with a mug of ale. Now, listen close, and your focus apply to this tale of a giant.
It seems you must attend a palace masquerade. If you were to meet the one who would falsely claim a title. Shall we make for Vernworth Palace? Pawns are forbidden from entering the castle grounds, but we may accompany you to the entrance.
We're in your hands, sir. Much obliged.
I'll get that for you.
Here we are.
If you must go off on your own, there's no... to be done. I only hope you'll return sooner rather than later.
Will this take long? I've ought to be doing.
Tisn't my way to gossip with the citizen.
I've things to do.
Perchance you've heard. The coronation is soon to be held, it seems.
May this day bring delights to you and old.
Court full of nobles, and not one noble heart.
Not to look forward to, but a long day of work.
I'm in it now. Sun's getting cold for it. Now here's a welcome sight.
Polishing my armor can wait till
All my days.
Boots laced, belt strapped.
Mayhap I'll come here when I have a day to myself.
I'd sooner stay out.
Good to see you, Master.
patrons have been kind so far.
Can't help but talk in a whisper when I'm
The
here.
sky always puts me in.
Nice place, this. I'm in no hurry to leave.
I take pride in my gift, and rightly so.
Overwhelming.
How everyone else.
I find myself drawn to quiet.
Once the day's work is done,
This isn't much to go on.
I'm not sure what to do about that.
Even I know when to shut my trap.
I could use a bit of excitement in my life.
Little enough gold to spend I'm not sure what to do with it.
I shan't brook any boorish inquiries about my other patrons. Promising. Should you wish to ply me for information, you will first have to earn my trust. Welcome.
Some call it good. I call it
The sky always puts me in a contemplative mood.
Crowns and politics are no concern of mine.
Wonder how long I'll keep this job.
Always sets me to think, this place.
I don't know.
A treasure chest. Shall we see if we can't make our way over to it? This ladder looks sturdy enough to climb. Ah, excellent find.
Well met. You will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when treated to the foremost hospitality in all.
We must rest. Though the sun...
this inspires North.
Good morrow, everyone. Come, we've much to be getting on with.
Oh, I don't know about you, but I am full of vim and vigour. This is a... good find.
A fitting reward. Where the Saurians? Flame will accomplish little against this foe. Stay with me, Arisen. Wait. Here, strike with lightning on your side.
Huzzah!
Would you mind coming over here?
I just know.
Are you trying to piss me off?
Oh, what am I to do?
Whatever 'tis you need.
Here you are, sir. From me to you.
Good day, sir. What might you be looking for?
An ox cart ought to make our journey easier.
They can be most convenient, though they are.
In every age, when the hence, pawns are treated with, not to mention, they are skilled combatants, willing to brave any foe or peril upon command. 'Tis clear their concept of life and death differs crucially from our own.
I see life as a journey, to be walked a day at a time.
This ox is all I have. If I lose him, I starve.
This ox cart's bound for Melve. I'll not take you anywhere till I've had my due.
We are none of us alike in vocation.
Our respective abilities are unique as well.
I see. It is a glad.
As I recall, we have another matter to attend to in this domain.
It is worth considering, if we've the time. Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements. No harm shall come to you.
I am in your debt.
Have no fear. Everything will be all right.
What's the hurry?
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
No harm in picking a few.
Doused in oil! You must steer clear of fire!
Feast your eyes on this!
So close a call offers no solace in victory. What fails to destroy us only enhances our chances against future adversaries. I watched Raya's blade. Use it well. Here we go again. We fight. To arms. Violin. Look there. I espy another statue.
I can foresee no reason not to go see it up close.
On my way!
We're running low on everything, from provisions to crafting materials for weapons and armor. We've had a hard time procuring goods, what with all the monsters lurking on the roads of late. I sent Marcus to gather what we need, but I've just taken stock and I fear the list I gave him was incomplete. What say you? Could I trouble you to run an errand for me? You'll be paid, of course. Glad to hear it. Here, take this list of additional supplies to Marcus. He ought to be somewhere north of here. Hand him the note and he'll take care of the rest.
Not sure I can handle this.
Must hold out till someone comes to me.
I grant you lightning's fangs.
Suppose I best earn my keep.
Frey, follow me. This calls for a curative.
What a fascinating way to end a foe. This will certainly be how I rejoin my master beyond the rift.
Truly?
You'll not live to regret this. Cannot thank you enough.
Be at ease. I am here, by your side.
I've got a good feeling about this one. While travelling beyond the rift, I uncovered a treasure chest hidden in this very low path. Shall we seek it out?
Let my magics grant you an elemental boon.
I see our goal has changed. I would not presume to direct our course, but it is of dire import we unmask the false sovereign. To that end, we must travel to Vermin's eastern edge.
Methinks I know the general destination. Shall I show you the way, Master? We're in your hands, sir. Much obliged.
Freshly rested as we are, this battle ought to be in our favor. We must not let down our guard.
Over here, if you please. I'd wager there's ought to be found here. We ought to take a closer look.
This way.
I grant you roaring flame. Avoid flame at any cost. Be doused in oil.
I shan't let you pass.
God, all you want. Try and make a difference when I've grappled you, see?
I'm saved. Thank you, Elizabeth.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts. That ladder looks promising, but we'll have to drop it down from above.
You must wait. No harm shall come to you. Here, strike with lightning on your side.
This is generally used as a material.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
We've earned ourselves a pat on the back.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes.
me. I'll gladly take on any number of foes.
If battle cannot be avoided, 'tis fight or die.
By your leave.
From bad to worse. I've got wares of every ilk. Pleasure doing business with you. Nothing caught your eye? That's a shame. Let's hope there's aught worth up.
You can count on me to fly to your aid in your... There's no need to go the long way round, when a shorter route is readily available. Follow me, Master.
Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements.
You've been doused in oil! You must steer clear of fire! Look here. This path seems rather promising.
Do you mean to proceed? My, you're a bold one.
A worthy accomplishment.
Would you mind coming over here? I will protect you.
Nicely done.
Come, follow my example.
Splendid.
All right to beer up.
Tis the mark of a champion to prevail with weapons. You must wait. I grant you lightning smash. I'm saved. Thank you, Arisen.
Anything for you, Arisen. Off I go.
Methinks we could move this boulder if we work together.
Would anyone care to push?
Hold fast, Arisen! I will be with you in but a moment. I shall not fail you. Might I be of assistance? Waltz, Master! This fierce fire's glory. I grant you fire's blaze. Use it well. I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain by your side. In battle, I shall follow your lead and prioritize. Should you wish to pick your foes off from afar, you need look no further.
You wish me at the vanguard? By your will. There's a cave near here that you haven't explored yet. I found out about it.
Where might I beg your assistance, sir? Much obliged. Won't you stay?
I can't wait to find out what's inside. Expecting mercy.
Follow me, if you would.
This seems a decent first-hand sight. Let my magics grant you an elemental being.
You've been tired, Arisen. Hair over flame.
A fine place to harvest some ingredients. Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
Focus your strength, Arisen! Well done!
Are we ignoring the enemy today?
Whatever 'tis you need, I shall gladly oblige.
You'll not live to
Here, strike with lightning on your side. That was hard won.
Let us pick ourselves up, dust ourselves off, and try not... Haven't you a lantern arisen?
Ray, follow me.
You're soaked! Do try not to catch cold.
Hey, slow your feet!
Hang in there, Master. I'm coming to assist.
Monsters left us a parting gift. I'll see it safely into my pack, don't you worry. It is no more or less than what one might have expected.
We cannot expect gleaming treasure around every corner.
You're going to regret that.
I grant you. In another world, I learned that a forgotten riftstone lies nearby. Shall I escort you there, Master?
It is of dire import we unmask the false sovereign. To that end, we must travel to Vermin's eastern edge.
Methinks I know the general distance.
Be ready! Our foes are armed!
We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness. I grant you lightning's fangs.
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
I'll fight till the last.
Arisen! Are you alright?
I'll hold the enemy at bay!
I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain by your side. In battle, I shall follow you.
Save the dead. I'll redeem myself yet.
Let my magics grant you an elemental boon.
That's quite a large boulder, but methinks 'twill budge if we combine our strength.
Would anyone care to push?
The monster's left us a...
Another statue? Mayhap 'twill yield us all to views. I can foresee no reason not to go see it up close. I'd wager there's ought to be found here. We ought to take a closer look. Never you fret. We all have our plans.
Room has one tempo.
Might we not use their range to our advantage? Of course. 'Tis a foe worthy of friendship. It's our
Should your pack grow overfull, have no...
In traversing other worlds, I came to know of a treasure chest in this area. Perchance you'd like to see it. Follow me, if you would.
Hang in there, Master! I'm coming to assist!
We've quite the combination of vocations in our party. No two are alike.
Our respective abilities are unique as well. I see it as a glad thing. We are well poised to supplement each other's strengths. Behold yon chickens pecking away. Let us not disturb them. The cry of a chicken carries for leagues around.
You there! Are you looking to enter the village? You'd best go elsewhere, friend. What's wrong about this place? There's no business to be had here, that's for sure.
I don't know about you, Master, but word of a curious village does more to spark my interest than deter it.
Here to ask aught of me, are you?
Pray, slow your feet! You run too fast for the likes of me!
Let us endeavor to keep up, though we are less fleet of foot.
Ah, you must be the visitor I've heard so much about. Have you some business here in the village? You would know of our village? As you can see, 'tis a simple place, tucked away on the eastern edge of Vermund. Is there aught else I can help you with, sir? Arthur. 'Tis a name unfamiliar to me, I'm afraid. At least, no one by that name lives here, sir. As you like, sir.
This is the air course. Nothing's free in this world.
There are worse things than turning in a...
Good morrow, everyone.
This is the inn. We've room to spare if you're looking to spend the night. Of course, nothing's free in this world. Do stop by again.
That is what you wish, Arisen. I'll go on ahead.
Greetings. I must say I'm impressed by your intuition, sir. You found me out far sooner than most. I trust you are enjoying your sojourn in our fair village. If you have any questions, ask away. I should be glad to aid you. Arthur, you say? I've lived in this village many a year, but I can't say I've heard of someone by that name. My apologies. Is there aught else you care to ask? You're curious what I know of you? Quite a bit, I should think. Naturally, I'm not the only one. Our village has its own network of spies and informants, you see, and your title tends to make you stand out among the rumors we collect. You're the second Arisen to come to Vermund, and you've allied yourself with Captain Brant against the Queen Regent. In response, she's... Oops, I mustn't say another word. Don't misunderstand. I'm no ally of the Queen Regent. I merely strive to maintain neutrality in political matters. Those who deal in information must ne'er align themselves with a particular power. Such is our village code. Is there aught else you care to ask? Aye. Take care.
Tread carefully. It seems our every step is being watched.
'Tis eerie, but we must needs press on.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
No harm in picking a few.
Tis a chest. I shall take a look inside.
Well met, sir. How might I be of service?
Business could be better, but I'm scraping by. Always a pleasure.
Not buying? That's just as well. Better to be selective than wasteful.
The Arisen is ever prudent in the application of coin.
No doubt you're dazzled by my charms. They all are. I warn you, I'm not easily impressed.
One day, I'm going to have proper raiment.
What's this all about?
Oh, you've a sharp eye. Suppose I ought not to have underestimated you, Sir Arisen. You wonder how I know? For starters, 'tisn't just me. The entire village recognizes you for what you are, cuz. Naught mysterious about it. We've our sources, and that's all I'm saying. But don't worry yourself. I'm actually on your side. And can't offer you any help, though. Village code and all that. Still, I suppose I could give you a bit of advice. I've a hefty wager riding on you, cuz. Don't let me down, eh?
All that obscure advice only to depart with.
Good day, sir.
Well met, sir. How might I be of service?
Can't say I've any tidings to share.
Don't bring trouble to my door.
And here I was, hoping for some great treasure. Now I feel a fool.
We cannot expect gleaming treasures round every corner.
Is there aught else you care to ask? If aught about our humble village seems strange to you, that is easily explained. For 'tis here that thieves are instructed in the skills they require. To begin with, those who wander into the village are evaluated for their potential aptitude. Of course, you are no exception. That you stand here now is proof you were deemed a worthy candidate. Which is to say, you have my approval as the Thiefmeister. Is there aught else you'd care to ask? Aye, take care. You, sir, are worthy of inheriting my ultimate technique. Once mastered, 'twill allow you to fell all foes, both minuscule and mighty.
I'm not interested.
No seen you about. You the outsider? My lord spoke of you. Come on, follow me. I've something real nice to show you.
Whatever 'tis, I'll thank you to leave me out of it.
Fancy a look at my wares?
Me? I'm just going for a stroll.
This is the of course. Nothing's free in this world. 'Tis a blessing to find myself so busy as this. Glad to be of service, sir. This is of course. Nothing's free in this world. Do stop by again.
Ah, you must must be the visitor I've heard so much about. Have you some business here in the village? Arthur. At least, no one by that name lives here, sir. You would know of our village? As you can see, 'tis a simple place. Tucked away on the east. Is there aught else I can help you with, sir? As you like.
We shall remain here. I have been waiting for you, Arisen.
You made it after all. Guess that means I win. Oi, you lot best pay up.
Dear me.
You didn't disappoint, did you? You've done well. Seems only fair I answer any questions weighing on you. Go on. Ask away. Figures you'd want to know about him. We're supposed to be neutral. Ordinarily, I wouldn't say a word about one of our jobs. But I suppose I can tell you, the situation being what is. His real name is Dara. He was one of us, once. But he's been exiled. We had no choice, see? After he went off to play the false arisen, we're men and women of shadow. Center stage isn't our place to stand. That's why he was cast out. He'll ne'er be part of our village again. That all you wanted to ask? For all this, Dara was in line to become the next thief maester. But he failed. Took a massive injury to the chest during the trial. So the title fell to me. That's when he went off, saying he used the scar on his chest to pose as the Arisen. And what a scheme that turned out to be, eh? Now, still, you'd have a hard time proving that he's not who he says he is. He's a wily one, that Dara. Always was careful not to leave behind a shred of evidence. But we can't have him thinking that he gets to go off and enjoy a peaceful life in the lap of luxury after breaking our code. Methinks he needs something to remind him of the debt he owes us. Here, this should do the trick. Now, as to the Maester's teaching, not sure you'll be able to use it to its fullest potential, but I'll show it to you.
You're here. I've been waiting for you.
Greetings, Master. Is this where you've been all this while? Do take care not to stray so far next time.
A reward for our efforts. I expect Captain Brant will... know how to put what we've gleaned to good use.
We've made it then. What's our first order of business, Arisen?
We have arrived.
As a reward for your Majesty's efforts, you have been invited to attend the coronation. 'Twould seem congratulations are in order. You will, of course, require raiment befitting of the occasion. I would ask that your Majesty return once you've procured such attire. There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true arisen. Have you divined aught of the false sovereign, your Majesty? This appears to be a bill calling for the arrest of a man named Dara. But hold a moment. Does this man's countenance not bear an uncanny resemblance to that of the false sovereign? I see. If your Majesty is certain that the two are one and the same, then I am convinced as well. However, I'm afraid this paper alone does not constitute sufficient proof. Ah, but of course. I surmise your Majesty intends to post the bill and invite suspicion. A clever plan. The Queen Regent will be forced to deny any connection to our new sovereign, yet will be unable to remove the bill from the public eye. Furthermore, 'twill serve as an attestation to Dara's existence, which shall remain an undeniable truth till the man resurfaces. And all the while, the doubts lurking in the hearts of the citizenry will continue to deepen. A clever ploy indeed. I shall attend to this matter personally. I've no doubt that this bill will prove its worth in due course.
So, the false sovereign operates...
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true arisen. Aught shall change once we have attended the coronation. If your Majesty has any unfinished business to attend to, 'tis best you do so before we depart. Very well. Pray inform me when your preparation... Is there aught else you would speak of, your Majesty? Ah, there is one other thing. Masquerades being as they are, you will require suitable raiment. Much is made of appearances at such gatherings, and 'twould be wisest to dress the part when joining... Is there aught else you would speak of, your Majesty? Do not forget that we work to serve the citizens.